Hi guys, I'm Steex, Audio Media Production, and today I'm just gonna try out and test the behavior of these wonderful absorbers from VIABLUE. Maybe it's better to lay down this. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you that there is a giveaway. So VIABLUE is running a giveaway for the July month. You have the link in the description to enter to the giveaway, so hurry up, you have almost only 1 week. Yeah. I suggest you to see all the video from the beginning to the end, because the results are really strange, not so normal. So you cannot say that the more expensive absorber will be the best. In my case, the test will be as you will see, but maybe with different monitors, different desk, could be different, okay? And of course, at the end of this video, you will see my rank for these absorbers. If you don't know, in my Italian channel, I already try out these VIABLUE absorbers. This is the standard version, the smallest version. So if you want to see that video, you have the link in the corner. But first of all, what is an absorber? The absorber is basically this thing and is really useful to avoid any vibration from your source, that in my case are these monitors. So you really want to get any vibration on your desk that of course will create noise, but also will increase the amount of bass response. Maybe what you can hear is not the real sound reproduced from your monitors. So pay attention, the absorbers can work in two ways. One, to avoid any vibration propagation from a source of audio, and in opposite way allows you to not get any vibration to an electronic material, like for example amplifiers, like for example these equalizer or your vinyls. The turntable is very sensitive to vibration, so apply some absorbers under your turntable will always be a good choice. Okay, so today I'm gonna test all the VIABLUE absorbers. Mainly VIABLUE has two kinds of absorbers: the VIABLUE UFO, this version as you can see here, and of course the VIABLUE XL, which is this one, is also bigger and heavier. But you can also purchase not only this two version, because you can also rip this VIABLUE in three parts: the top rubber, the bottom rubber, and the structural part. So basically you have 6 absorbers that you can purchase from VIABLUE. Basically the bottom XL absorbers, top XL absorbers, the VIABLUE UFO XL absorbers, the VIABLUE UFO, the VIABLUE UFO top, the VIABLUE UFO bottom. Okay. How has been done the test? Basically I placed the absorbers under my main monitors, are the Callis IN8, are 3-way speakers, and then I placed my iPhone on the surface, this desk. Basically this is a wood surface, to listen the vibration from the accelerometer of the iPhone, with an application of course. So this is not a really precise test, but you can really see the difference between the absorbers. So let's analyze the results and then I'll speak about and you can see my rank. So the test has been done using the tone generator of Studio One. As you can see, I place the bottom frequency starting from the 20 Hz and going to 500 Hz. This basically because you can find the bass response on this range of frequencies. And I decided a 20-second of sweep. So the sound that you can listen is this one. I can toggle the gated. This will cause great vibration. So let's see the results I got. Starting from no any absorbers, you can see a huge amount of energy here, way far from 0.010 G, and then a second peak. As you can see, this second peak there will not be in any other test. So then I have the UFO top, only the rubber top part of the UFO absorber. As you can see, again, high amount of energy here in the very base response, and then there is a dumping of the energy here. Then there is a UFO bottom. You can see the scale is different, so the UFO bottom works very well, dampening the energy here, as you can see, is slightly above the 0010 Z, but as you can see there is a first tiny peak here. Then the UFO is almost the same behavior, but the scale is different because here the peak is very huge compared to this peak. Okay, and it's very strange the behavior of the UFO absorbers, because you can see three peaks, one here, two here, and third here. It's very strange, this behavior. Then you have the UFO XL top test. This, as you can see, is the worst in terms of energy, because as you can see the graph is totally different, because the scale is different. 0010 is here, and you have a huge amount of energy, and then you have also the dumping of the this peak. The UFO XL bottom works very well, because there is a slightly amount of energy above the 0010 G, and you have of course the dampening of the tail. And finally you have the UFO XL. As you can see, there is slightly amount of energy above 0010 G here, and then basically all the energy has been dampened, and also this peak is lower than this second peak, so this works in better way, of course. So let's see my rank. Okay, so I have here my iPad with all the results you can see. So of course the worst situation is the situation without any absorbers, because as you can see there is a huge peak over the 0.010 G, and you can see also a residual energy with another peak. This is almost the unique situation with two huge peaks really in evidence. The sixth position will be the UFO XL top, because as you can see there is a huge amount of energy, there is a huge peak. As you can see, the scale of the graph is also different from the other graph, because you have a huge peak to see way far from the 0.010 G. Actually, I don't know how much is the peak because there is no any data, but it's very huge. And as you can see, there is also some residual energy. The fifth position is the UFO. There is a really strange behavior here, because there is a lot of energy on base response, and you can see two peaks, so one before the huge amount of energy, and almost you can see also a third peak after the high peak. So it's very strange, this behavior, but of course the amount of energy is lower than before, so this is the right position, fifth position. The fourth position is the UFO top. As you can see, there is high energy in one peak, but is lower than the previous position, so always far from the 0.010 G. But as you can see, there is no more the tiny first peak, and also the third peak is almost dampened. The third position goes to UFO bottom, so only the rubber part of the UFO. As you can see, there are two peaks, one before the huge peaks, and the huge peak, as you can see, so the second, is just a bit higher than the 0.010 G. And as you can see, there is a lot of energy residual after this peak, around 0.005. The second position goes to UFO XL bottom, because the first tiny peak is almost absorbed, and there is also a peak on the best response, the same for the third position, but just a bit higher than 0.010. Then there is a second peak really close to the first peak, that is also this one higher than 0.010, but after there is no energy, it is all absorbed. The first position, of course, goes to UFO XL, because as you can see, completely absorbed the first peak. There is no more a first peak. There is the same behavior of the UFO XL bottom, so it's the part that works better, in my opinion. But as you can see, the second peak is lower than the 0.010. So then there is only absorption of all the frequencies. So guys, this is my results. Be sure to enter on the July giveaway, the link in the description of VIABLUE. You can win a VIABLUE XL absorber. As always, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!